I'm gonna eat that.
Do you want to eat it? Try it. You don't want to try it? One moment, you're happy, and another, your world come crashing down. This is March 2023. And like every beginning of the month, I was busy working, and I remember the only thing that made me happy was booking my hotel Intercontinental for our upcoming trip to Vietnam.
Kaylee, do you miss Auntie Stephanie?
Yeah.
I remember having my sister over and doing so much things together and going so many places that I didn't have time to film. I was just too busy living life and enjoying every moment of that life. I remember being full bliss, and I remember the stress of having to book and plan out the itinerary for Vietnam. I remember posting a lot more on Instagram and being super excited about to share with you guys the good news. I also remember all the client that gave me so much issue and the wreck that I had to deal with, the aftermath of renting to the wrong client and having to take this photo and all of the drama involved because I was supposed to do a showing that day. I honestly remember how busy it was to keep the house clean, keep the kids entertained, and I guess it's crazy to me how I live in complete bliss, not realizing the storm that's about to head my way. I kept myself super busy, children, work, and I post every day on Instagram. I remember even getting into the DIY portion of it. Even in March, it was still really chilly in Boston, so it was just perfect. I found really high quality sweatsuit and I started DIYing with the decals, and honestly it was really well received at Instagram, and I was really tempted to kind of sit down and finally editing these videos, the full version of it, so that I can show you guys on YouTube how to do it. And then the Instagram orders start pouring in, and then it was just so nice because it was so nostalgic that there were other moms out there that was willing to pay for the things that I made for my children. It reminded me of my Pixos and Weebly day all over again, and this was like in 2015. This is 2023 when I started DIYing again just for fun, and the order that poured in, the love that poured in was just so nostalgic, and it was so supportive. And then the teacher at the schools, I saw the girls wearing this every Friday because I do make like multiple set and different style of it for the girls to wear. Both my girls go to the same school, and they do go to a private Catholic school, and obviously they have to wear uniform every day. So on Friday, if you pay a fee, you can wear normal clothing, which is great for me because now, the girls, when I pick them up, they're ready just to go home, go outside, play. I don't have to undress them and change them out of uniform. It's just one less work for me to do, and I can jump into like my busy week. If I have to go groceries somewhere, if I have to work, it's just so much easier than having to do that one extra step of changing them out and unloading their book bag and all of that mom jazz. Even the teacher at the school loves it and even asked if I could make them some, and yeah, it was just nice. It felt like I felt like my old self again, the DIY mom, and this time I made it for the fun of it. And I even made Kaylee quite a few, and she loves it because, we live in sweatsuit in this house just because we're so active, and it's just so comfortable to run outside in the Boston crazy weather in sweats. And then you may be wondering, why am I making dupe of these designers? Why don't I do regular ones? Well, these designers are charging $600-700 for a hoodie. I'm sorry, but my kids grow so fast. Kaylee will be a size 12 month today, and in 4 or 5 days she needs a 24 month. It's crazy how these kids grow. And Kate and Cara, though their growth is in the slower size now, still I'm not spending $600-700 on a hoodie for a child, and the pants is like $290. I can make it, and it's in better quality, and I can throw my full swing at it. And of course, if you see Lucy on here, Lucy is my godchild, and I make whatever I make for Kate and Cara, I always make for Lucy as well. And of course, in the fall, there's always gonna be those chilly days, so why not? I made a whole set for the team. And then I started having these gatherings with my kids at school, parent, and we started making all of these DIY for their children. It was really nice. It was really fun to connect to other parent, and it was really nice to like do things together as like mommy and daughter play date. Yes, I do attend a lot of those, whether it's skating or bounce house or go-karting or DIY day or paint day or play day or ballet. My kids are very active, so I don't think you guys understand how busy my schedule are. I put my heart and soul into giving my kid everything I didn't have, including time, hanging out and doing things with my parent that my parent couldn't have given me because they were so busy working. There was a good amount of good and bad that was happening in March, but nothing that kind of signified or kind of gave me sneak peek or previews of the terrible thing that came from it. It was like, I asked myself if I really wanted to find this out, do I really confront this person with what I found out on accident? Or do I pretend that nothing happened? Hi guys, I've been away for a very long time. I've been working really hard toward a future that I thought, I put in my full effort, I was going to be able to achieve. And today is March 15th. It is 9:07 p.m. And my biggest fear came alive. And my whole world is tumbling down as we speak. And I know that most people would rather pretend to be happy. But I hope that my rebirth is a survival guide to the next woman. A lot of my fans, a lot of my followers, a lot of my internet sisters look up to me because I'm someone they wish they could be. You know, I have all the privileges that I work hard for in order to have, and I thought I was doing the right thing. But you can do all the right thing and be the best you could be for your partner and still not be good enough. And I want people to know that it's not your fault. It's not your fault if your partner cheated. It's not your fault. And you are more than good enough. And it's okay to start over. And on the day that the whole world feel like it's crumbling, the end of something is also a new beginning. In this marriage, I continue to walk on eggshell in order to chase after a promise I was given by a man that I love. And he failed me. I could be like everybody else and be in a shitty relationship, a loveless marriage, or I could walk away. And I'm not strong enough to walk away right now. I don't have that courage. And I know that a lot of you guys, when you're caught in this situation, you feel the same way. But that ending, that painful ending for your relationship, that you're banking your whole life, your whole goals and dreams and whatever you do in order to make yourself feel better when you give up on who you are in order to make it work, is also your beginning. Today, a few bad things happened
and my life went crumbling down. And what scares me is, you know how I told you, if you were my follower from the beginning, that my dreams are very exact, and when I dream about something, it's a pre-warning of what is to come. Well, months back, since January 2022, I've had endless nightmares about my relationships. Just weird one at first, and it gets more and more serious. And I thought that maybe it's just me and my postpartum. But no, I found out today my dreams were all leading me to this. And for the past few days before I found out what happened, my left eye has been twitching non-stop. And today is the day that the twitching stopped, because I found out what happened and why. I won't share with you the dirty laundry. I won't bore you like that. This, first and foremost, is something that I want to look back on as a lesson for myself. If I can have my daughter learn anything from me, and that is, it is never too late to start over. I'm turning 34, and I'm starting my life over. All my life, that pain is something that I've just learned to live with. However, I'm someone who look at the positive side of life, and I am happy that I found out the truth, because I would rather be hurt with the truth than living in a lie. Some people are okay with living in a lie. I'm not. So I am awake, and I'm starting over.
For days I was in autopilot, just going through life and not knowing what to do with my life. My sister noticed the change and decided that she wanted to start double dating and to help me get my mind off things. So my husband and I, as well as her fiance, are double dating more often, and they want to make it a thing to double date twice a week. Obviously I'm still upset, and obviously I'm still ignoring him, but I'm not going to say no to good food, and my sister didn't do anything, so obviously I'm just going to have a good time with the company that I do want around, and just completely ignoring the company I don't care for. That and a very good friend of mine from DC is in town, so of course I have to show him around and show him a good time. So he's here to get to know a girl that I've grown to really love, and I really hope the best for both of them. And now he's going to have a light dinner with us, and then he's going to take her out, and we're going to go on a separate dinner journey, like a post-dinner journey, I suppose. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand about me. They don't know where my strength comes from. Honestly, my strength comes from my character and my ability to deal with every situation that God has thrown my way, and just weathering the storm. It isn't just getting to the finish line for me, it's the attitude that I wore when I got there. And yeah, it took over a year for me to open up about this, and I'm honestly not going to go into the full story either, because I just don't feel that it's a positive thing. And looking back now that I'm voicing over this finally in June of 2024, I'll tell you, the pain, it comes, the insecurity, it comes. And honestly, because I didn't cause that pain, it is up to my husband to make it up to me for the rest of his life. And that's the thing, are you going to give him that chance to? And that's clearly up to you. One of the reasons that I have become a very successful person is I do not control people. I do not control the situation. I control myself, my emotion, my thought, and then I make my choices. And that is how I became who I am today. And I want you to know that despite everything that I've gone through, I am so thankful for you, my internet sister, because you made me choose the stronger and the brighter path to take. I will always take the high road and let the pig wrestle with the pig. And of course, I'm sure, there are always going to be silent hater in the crowd, and that's okay. If they celebrate the fact that another woman is in pain, let them. Because you know what? I have yet to declare loss. It's not in my character to give up. It's not in my character to lose, because I will never, ever give up. I won't give up on myself, my loved one, and I'm never going to give up on you. And my sisters who's watching me going through all this, bravely, the next time I give them advice, they will take it, because they have seen me lose, and I kept going until I won. Other girls get to be daddy little princess. The firstborn daughter is a warrior. So if you think I spent a lot of time crying, I did. Because deep inside, even a warrior have a soft heart. And that's the thing about strong women. Strong women have the softest and most flexible heart, because it's the only organ in the body that can break and break and break and still survive. And understand that just because you gave someone a chance doesn't mean they have the access to you, because the moment they have decided to hurt you, something has changed, because the last you that trusts them has died. So just as you've given them another chance to make it up to you, to show you they've changed, the change that they're going to be facing forward with is the new you that emerge from the you that they hurt.
It's fresh. It's fresh. We just had it. It's sweet. I promise you, it's sweet, a little spicy. The whole thing, just slurp it in.
Shaking. She's shaking.
She's a little scared. Once you get over the fear,
Tastes like a pickle.
right? It's kind of sweet.
I know. Wait.
And I specifically want to show you this clip because this is Bethany. She's one of my very good friends, and the thing about her is she does not eat seafood, let alone raw food, and she gave things a chance, and that's what I mean. You never know what will come from it until you try. Yeah, you could fall, but what if you fly?
Wow. It looks so delicious. Wow.
Bullshit.
Go ahead. I double dog dare you. Go ahead. Now you're in there. He apparently said that this tastes good, and you can eat the. Oh. And he said it tastes good.
Cheers.
Even she went. We got the health people over here. We got the I don't like vegetable people over here. So Kate made this one. It's looking real good.
It looks professional.
If it's like cold the next day, I still eat that shit. The beef
Really?
pizza when I make it, I'll still eat it. It's good.
Like what?
Like you can heat it up in like the toaster oven or something. That's how I just eat it.
So confrontational, son.
Wow.
This one.
You made this one. Does not look good?
Yeah, that's her. She wants to fight.
Maybe pepperoni eyes. Maybe. It might be able to use a little bit longer.
Mommy,
Hot.
It's so cute though.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To good health and to many more gatherings.
Toward the end of the month, I guess I started feeling like myself again, you know? I started wanting to get dressed up. I felt like smiling again. I focused on giving thanks and being thankful for what I do have and things that are within my control. And of course, I'm super thankful for my children because looking at them made me happy. Because with every bad thing that happened, I still got the best gift of all, the gift of life. When you live for yourself, it's easy to lose your way. But when you live for other, when you live in order to be in service of other, you'll always find a reason to keep going.
Look at Kaylee Bear. Hi, Kaylee Bear. Is it pretty? Is it pretty, Kaylee? Do you think it pretty? Yeah. It's so pretty.
Maybe try switching your
Sister
car insurance
dates.
to Progressive. You could save hundreds.
At the movie.
I don't think it's surprising, but I'm going to straight up say it. If you may take this the wrong way, but it's the truth, okay? Though something extremely negative happened in my husband and I relationship, what it actually did is it triggered him to put in so much more effort, not in just winning me back, but just being a better partner. Because I think within the fight, I was able to really stop walking on eggshell, stop saving him from his ego, and just kind of just let my rage, fueled by honesty, tell him as it is. And because I was able to openly and honestly and without holding back tell him his lacking as a man and as a partner and as a husband and as a father, he took everything I've done into consideration, and he is actually improving. He planned all the dates as a man is supposed to be, not just for us but for my sisters and I tell him the things that are important to me, and he take note and he listen. How long he'll be doing this, I don't know. Are we together as a couple? I honestly don't know at this point, but we're back to the wooing stage, and that's the thing. I don't think I've given up on him, and I don't think he can afford to give up on me, and that's the thing about relationship. It's two people that forgive each other, but the healing is different. And because the healing take a different time, someday you're gonna be able to give 90%. I feel like the majority of my relationship, I kind of gave 90% of my relationship, and this is the first time in my life that I'm doing 10%, and he has to pull the other 90%. And because when he has put in more effort, then he start realizing everything that I do, the unthanked version of life I don't think he realized, like everything that a woman does in order to keep this relationship going. And now that he is the one putting in the effort, it also allow him to appreciate what he has.
It's rotting.
Yes, your teeth is rotting because you don't brush your teeth well.
Wait.
Perfect. And then I'm going to tell you what you're going to do next. What you're going to do is you're going to try to bite on this cool black stick here. So you're going to open.
And just because he's doing more doesn't mean I'm doing any less as a mother. Obviously, I'm still the main planner, and I still do motherly thing, and I still take the girls to all their appointments.
So yeah, next part of my day is picking up the kids. It's 1:46 right now. I usually sit here from 1:40 to like 1:50. At 1:50 I usually get out and stand around. Sometimes I let the kids get out early, sometimes they let the kid get out at 2, so yeah. But the next part of my day is picking up the girls.
After picking the girls up, my husband called me and he asked me on a surprise date. And I guess what's important now in our relationship is rebuilding the trust and rebuilding us, as healing is not ever a straight journey. I'm going to continue living one day at a time. I'm going to embrace the happiness as happiness come, and I'm pretty much just gonna go through another trauma and figuring out those trauma by myself. But the good food at Pescador really does help. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. This is the end of today's video, and I will keep you updated. See you in the next episode. Bye.
Alternative way, we're gonna do this way. We're gonna just clasp and make sure that the chain slides in here. See?
Yes.
Yeah.
You left me for the kids, and what you did in there, you went shopping and you drank. I'm like, yeah, I did do that.